Oh man, Sierra, why you had to put my dog Future on blast like that? Megan Thee Stallion, I'm proud of you finally standing up, but I'm still hurt. It's still free Tory Lanez over here. And guess what? We got a lot of presidential news coming up, man. Obama out here being questioned, Trump out here needing answers, and my dog Joe Biden out here calling shots. But I need y'all to subscribe to this podcast, because it's about to get real messy. Also, what I need y'all to do is hit that like button, hit that comment button, hit that notification bell. She already know it's finna go down, man. We finna get real juicy with the tea. This your boy, Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305, with my co-host.
It's your boy Chico Grande, aka Chico 2 times. It's time to start the drama, see what's going on in the world, and see what we are talking about. It is Tales from the Crib. We're ready to get this party started. We're ready to get out of the swamplands, aka my co-host's old homeland, and jump right into
Florida's amazing. It's the number one education.
118, number one special education. Give it up for Florida.
What? I just heard what you said. You got jokes. But hey, man, like my co-host said, man, this episode 118. It's time to start the show. Hey, we are not the number one in special education. I was only on the short bus 5 times. But I thought everybody was on the short bus.
5 times too many.
How many times were you on the short bus?
Never in my life.
Comment below. Have you ever been on a small bus before? Because I know I wasn't the only one. My bus driver told us the other buses were taken.
I'm sure they were. But let's start the show.
Yeah,
it's episode 118. They know what they're here for. They're here for the drama. They're here for the news. And they're here for
my baby girl.
Your wannabe baby mama.
My girl Future. My girl Cece. My girl Sierra.
Your girl Future.
Hey, you a girl. Hey, whatever. My boy Sierra.
Future gonna get you. He gonna send a free band gang, and he's gonna jack you up.
Nah, let me stop playing. But hey, man, word on the street, and it's no longer alleged that my dog Russell Wilson put another baby in CC.
They put a bun in that oven.
And you know, word on the street is every time Future drop a diss track, Russell make damn sure he drop a seed. But hey, you don't gotta ask me. Ask Sierra what's in the video.
Let's see what Sierra had to say.
And one thing I wanted to ask you, because I always think about this from the other side, is that like Black Twitter, okay, that's what we call it, Black Twitter. And I feel like whether they're discussing Future or your amazing Twitter relationship with Russell, or they throw the kids in it, anytime any of you do something, it's a 3-day debate. Everybody's got think pieces going. Do you read any of that stuff? Do y'all laugh about it? Do y'all like, did you see what these people talking about today?
Well,
it's probably my co-host posting it.
She keeps it cute. And, up there, Cece, sometimes she want to, say a couple of things. I think what we always say in life is, keep the main thing the main thing. So for me, that's always my philosophy. I'm always focused on joy. It is a little bit of that unbothered energy. So yeah, that's how I kind of look at like life. I want to live my life full of joy and happiness.
Hey, so it looks like Russell Wilson.
Gotta have the happiness.
Russell Wilson finally won the war. Future ain't no point of Future even hitting up Sierra no more, making any more songs about her. She damaged goods.
I don't think that he was wanting her back. I think he was just
letting. Touch it one more time.
He was just letting Russell Wilson raise his kids. Or his kid. They had 1 or 2.
Hey, so wait, question.
1 or 2.
Yeah, well, Russell was Future.
How many kids did Future have with her?
I think Future only has 1 kid with her, and Russell has 2 kids with her now. But
so he's like, yeah, you accepted that responsibility.
But the question is, are you still considered a deadbeat dad if you still take care of your kids financially? Take them to Disney World a couple times, but you let the other man take care of your kid.
I mean, it's basically a classic Piccolo Gohan situation. Sometimes when daddy's got to take care of things, you got to let stepdaddy take over and raise him the right way. Because if daddy's going to be great, daddy got to be on the road.
I don't know, but do you feel some kind of way when I be seeing they be blatantly posting pictures of Russell Wilson and Future son doing like random things like, oh, I took him to the baseball park. Oh, we
petted dolphins today. Yes, I've seen them in all their trolling antics. And what is baby Future's name? Baby
Future?
No, it's not.
How you
He's
know?
Not like Baby Yoda.
He is He's Baby Future. Comment below what's the baby's name.
No, but you don't know what his son's name is?
It's probably the same name as him. It's probably a junior.
Baby Hendrix.
His Hendrix. That's his name. His name is Baby Hendrix for real. Did you make that up?
No.
Did you know it for real?
I didn't know.
That's his name for real, Baby Hendrix. Yes, Hendrix.
Well, it's his nickname, so I figured if you name your son, you might as well name him your nickname. But I made Hendrix real.
Hey, I mean, I believe it, but I mean, I've been hearing a lot of things. See, I remember back in the day, everybody said what that Russell Wilson is a dangerous man. He was a nympho, allegedly. He was doing all this crazy stuff because he used
Why'd
to
they say that?
he used to be married to this white lady. He used to be
Oh.
married before, then he left her.
He
And
used to ski the slopes,
exactly, and she wasn't that attractive either.
just like
My
Tiger
cup of
Woods' woman.
facts. And he got out with Sierra. They say he changed his life around. He's all about God, and
You go to God after you meet Sierra?
I mean,
It doesn't make sense.
like my dog
Riddle
Future.
me this, Batman.
I mean, you see what Future did. Future Future ain't trying to be tied down. He's trying to
No,
run these
Future
streets.
in the streets. He's catching all these. What's it?
Straight girls.
No, what was
Strip club
what
girls?
was Damson Idris's girl?
Oh, Lori Harvey.
Lori
He
Harvey.
bought Lori Harvey a Patek watch.
He had her the crazy few birthday parties, and then he just let her go. He's like Leonardo DiCaprio. It's like once you hit 25, it's time to take a dive.
So if you had to choose between 1 and 2, would you rather the Russell Wilson life? You a star quarterback on a team. You got a wife with 3
That's a
kids.
loose term these days.
He's
Star.
on the Broncos.
So yeah, he's a player on the Broncos. Sounds more accurate.
How many more people get on the Broncos right now? Let's play.
No one cares about the Broncos because they're in Denver. And John Elway's a bum.
Okay, so like I said, you picking the Russell Wilson lifestyle, you picking the Future lifestyle.
Future, 100%. Because you have your freedom, man. I ain't trying to have someone be like, share your location. Oh, little Hendrix needs to go to karate practice. Little Hendrick was asking if you could, bring some of your teammates over to school for their presentation. No, I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to be like Future. Help the youth.
You out of there, see? I agree with you,
Like
baby.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, Lord. Leonardo DiCaprio's not helping any. Does he have kids yet? I don't think Leo has kids.
No.
He doesn't show them.
Nope. I heard he got his disabled.
But honestly, I feel like what Russell Wilson is doing is real toxic. Because if this is true that every time Future make a diss song, he makes it his duty to get her pregnant. No, wait, this is what I say. Remember?
But it's kind of funny. It's like when we say, like, we were talking about, like, people don't forget about stuff. Like, they're wondering, like, will they ever mention Sarah and not mention Future? And it's like, probably not. It's like, are we ever going to stop mentioning Ray J when we're talking about Kim K? Even all these years later, it still comes up. People don't forget. Especially if it's big enough.
Whoa.
Pause.
Pete Davidson was.
Oh, they forgot. That was... He wasn't big enough.
Oh, you disrespect.
Remember he was teasing Kanye? It's like, she's getting hit with the sledgehammer.
That's just
and
like when he
now
got his kid's name tattooed on. This is too disrespectful.
And
See?
then Kim was at Drake's show recently singing her part. Remember he used the voiceover?
So who's a more disrespectful stepdad, Pete Davidson or Russell Wilson?
Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like every day he was taking pictures with Kanye's kids. And he's like, look, I was bouncing them on my lap.
That's when you gotta put up to the baby mama house and get some straightening.
Yep.
Everybody getting slapped. But Twisted Teas. But oh yeah.
Shout out our official sponsor,
Shout out
non-sponsor.
special sponsors, non-sponsors. Twisted Tea, we got the
And
small
send them
cans
some
today.
hate mail because they haven't made a official sponsorship yet.
Speaking
Even
of,
though we drink like 20 million cans.
especially
Remember, you must be 18.
exactly.
Or
and
21, sorry.
talking about the hate. Moving on to the next topic here. Looks like my dog Neo out here. He ain't even dropping hits no more. He's dropping
truth bombs.
He dropping true bomb. Looks like Neo was on Vlad TV with Gloria Velez. He had a lot to say about parents and how y'all letting y'all
So
kids.
Vlad giving out podcasts now?
Vlad gives the shows to everybody.
I knew he had other interviewers, but I didn't know he's giving other people podcasts now.
Vlad,
where you at?
he gave Rico Reckless a podcast. He's trying to get Rico Reckless in the podcast. Oh,
They need to have a Chico Grande Rico Reckless podcast. Vlad, hit me up. And
y'all
then
gonna be talking about the Glock Dookies all day. Ain't nobody got time
and
for the
you're gonna
Glock.
get hit with
Oh,
one.
did you see the video of
Yes.
Little Jay getting hit with the Glock Dookie?
Yep. I saw a lot of things with Lil J I wish I didn't see.
Pause. We're moving on. We got the video right here. Neo talking about,
Yeah, he says parents today have forgotten what the role of a parent is by allowing young children to identify as the opposite. When did it become okay to let a 12-year-old make life-changing decisions? for themselves. So let's go ahead and get our screen here so we can check the video while my co-host gets his what is that, Carmax?
The lip gloss is popping.
Have no issue with the LBGT. I have no problem with none of it. With
Sounds
nobody.
like you.
Okay,
Right.
love who you love, do what you do.
Exactly.
I just personally come from an era where a man was a man and a woman was a woman, and it wasn't but two genders, and that's just how I rocked.
Me
now,
too.
You could identify as a goldfish if you feel like.
Right.
I don't care. That ain't my business. It becomes my business when you try to make me play the game with you. I'm not finna call you a
Right.
goldfish, but
Exactly.
you want to be a goldfish, you go be a goldfish. It's all good.
Amen.
Go
I
be
mean,
a
Well
job.
said.
it's just we live in a weird time, man. We do.
Totally different
We
times.
need to get back to them days. I feel like I feel like parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is.
Amen.
It's like, okay,
Lost control.
if your little boy comes to you and says, "Daddy, I want to be a girl," and you just let him rock with that,
Right.
he's 5.
Right. And where did he get that
If
from?
you let this 5-year-old boy decide to eat candy all day, he's gonna do that.
Exactly.
Like when did it
Yeah, when did it become acceptable to let your kids do whatever they want to do?
Since kids started uppercutting their parents.
Fact. Or since, you know what I realized?
Oh,
I
just
didn't
kidding.
realize how easy it is to get a CPS case. You do one thing wrong with your kid can fall out of a tree. CPS case. People can call in on you and be like, "Hey, they treating their kid wrong." CPS case.
That's bad. I don't think I'd want to put that on my parents, because you get them enough cases and you get put into being like an orphan.
You would know if I think it's just
You want to live the orphan life?
it's just no. I don't want to know orphan life. Hell nah.
Can I have
You
some
see
more,
Raggedy
please?
Ann? Hell
Could
nah.
I
Wait,
have
no.
some more, please?
Raggedy Ann met the Rock, and Rock was rich as hell. So I mean,
Raggedy Ann?
what's the movie?
Annie?
No, when The Rock was in the tutu in the movie, and he adopted some little. Was he adopted a girl? Was that
You
his?
want to be adopted by The Rock? Or would you rather be adopted by Jason
Call The Rock daddy. Ain't no problem.
Jason Statham, or what's his last name?
Jason Tatum.
No, not Jason Tatum of the Celtics. the transporter. The bald head white dude. Jason Statham.
Transgender.
Transporter. He's a porter.
Denzel Washington.
Yes.
The GOAT.
The equalizer.
Facts. But back to the topic at hand. I mean, so I feel like I don't understand why y'all letting kids do it. They letting them say, "Oh yeah, at 5 years old, I need to be like this." But at the same time, I watch other videos, and then like with the people that like, "Oh, I'm transgendering," you're like, "Oh, so when did you realize that you was like that?" They always ask them, like, people that are gay or part of that, whatever. They're not even gay, whatever you is. They be like, "So when did you realize that you were different?" They be like, "Oh yeah, it happened when I was like 6 years old." And you be like, "Really?" Like I was playing with Tonka toys, and you was over here trying to.
Tell us about your Tonkas and when you realized you were different.
It all started with bananas.
You were hanging out with Lizzo. I knew it.
It was just all bad. I mean, I was in class, and all I just kept.
No,
doing
you
was-
better. We're not that far in the show for you to get like this. You need to calm yourself down. We are at 13 minutes and you need to roll it back like Walmart's prices. You need to roll it back.
Let me calm down. So after Neo said this, the LGBT community, the alphabet boys, they ain't like that. They got on Neo saying, "You disrespectful. We can't believe you did this. You should let people do what they want to do. What you're doing is wrong. You're trying to hold kids back, and all they're gonna do is just hate you when they get older."
I can't wait for us to get a Spotify deal for them just to take it away within like 3 days when people pull all of our old clips.
Hear what you be saying?
No, hear what you be saying.
I didn't say I support Neo, but I mean I support Neo.
Oh, we know you do. What's Neo's biggest song?
He made a lot of songs. He made
I know he made so many.
sexy girl, sexy love. He made that irreplaceable song by Beyonce.
Oh yeah.
Neo be writing.
What
the
happened
hits.
to his sideways hat? What happened to that hat?
I mean, what happened to his tongue ring? You know, Neo used to have a tongue ring. He had them dark days.
Guy, never mind. Man, it got lost somewhere, didn't it?
Nah, it didn't get lost. But what did get lost was the message that
Got found.
No, what got lost was a text message that sent to Neo to say, "Shut the hell up," because it looks like his publicist went on Neo page and gave him a big old apology, saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean any of that stuff." But
Let's take a look.
Neo woke up in the morning and said, "Nah, f that. I'm
Neo
taking it back."
doubles down on his thoughts about children identifying as different genders. I want to apologize for having an opinion if I get canceled for this, and maybe it's a world where we don't need a Neo anymore. Does that mean he's gonna end himself?
No.
Is this the hill that you want to die on, Neo?
No.
Is this
He's not John Moran.
So let's see what he says. He said you got to get it from the horse's mouth.
What's going on, loved ones? This is Neo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever.
How does he get it wrong every time?
He doesn't care.
He's like, I have no problems with the LMNOP
QRS
community.
Nah, but I mean, I understand how you feel because it's a slippery slope. Like, if you let your kids do this, you already know how vicious kids are. So what if they do this
nasty slope?
Exactly. What if they do this at 5 years old? Then by like 15, 16, they be like, oh, I don't want to do it no more. Like,
yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with what he was saying. Like, you can't let kids at a young age make life-altering decisions for themselves. You still got to be a parent at the end of the day. So, I mean, I think when it's anything like that, it'd be like, you can do whatever you want, child, when you're 18.
True.
But until then,
you know,
I make the rules.
Whoa, I don't say about all that. I mean,
make the rules.
I mean, like, it just depends.
I make them, or you go get the switch.
It just depends. I just don't want my kid to be picked on when he's like 18, like at least in his 20s or something.
I can see your child getting picked on.
Like my kid's like in his late 20s or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember we was in 6th grade. You was over there playing hanky panky with Miller in the background with little Romeo. I'm like, what? Nah, I ain't got time. I had to beat up some kid for my son. I ain't got time for that.
Wait, were you telling a story about yourself, or what was that?
Let's see here. Don't worry about me.
Me and Romeo, Miller. Are you the reason he didn't make it pro?
Oh, his jump shot was the only thing that wasn't trash.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the jump shot wasn't the only thing that was wet.
You said we only 15 minutes in. How can you?
Because that's coded language. It's not straight out saying it. You be out here just being like, death to everyone I dislike.
I mean, it's not death to everybody, but you know, some people like I'm watching.
You're like, you know what? If I catch it, you're getting the judo chop.
Nah, but I support everybody. Whatever you want to be is what you want to be. If you want to be any part of the alphabet,
except if you want to be any type of Boston fan. The Boston
That's the only thing you're not accepting.
The Boston Bruins, the Patriots. If you like any of the Boston sports teams, we hate you on this channel. Facts. And also most Florida teams.
You a hater.
Exclusively the Miami Heat.
See, this is why you can't deal with haters nowadays. But moving on. Speaking of haters, moving on. Looks like we're finna talk about my dog, T Lanez, Tory Lanez, you know, the god of all gods.
I'm just happy that this short king is locked away from all these women, because we're coming up as upcoming podcasters. We're about to be in the celebrity community. You just watch. And then I won't want to get this competition from the short king. I don't know how he's hollering at the Kardashians. I don't know how he's. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't understand how he was hollering at the Kardashians or the Meg Thee Stallions of the world when he's literally
5'2".
5'2".
I mean, you know, they love them short people, but looks like here is where Tory Lanez inside his life in L.A. County Jail. He is being held away from central population and only gets a few hours a day outside in the cell. Only allows to get 2 hours a day outside, around 120 minutes. That's not a lot. See, that's the one thing I don't like about being in never been in.
He's allowed out of his cell for 2 hours a day, and
general pop
for those under 20 minutes, he is all by himself.
He's
by himself.
Yeah, you in general population, you by yourself. Basically, you isolated like you're a madman. You know what?
But for those 2 hours, is he get by himself recess too?
Yeah, by himself recess. You'll be spaced away from everybody. You probably have like a couple people there, probably like 10 12 people there, but it'd be like people
As
that
long
you
as
really
get
care
some
about.
3-on-3 games going, man.
Nah, you probably could. They said but what they're saying is
Are you allowed
that
to get your Kobe's in, man? You got to wear the prison shoes.
you might have to wear the prison shoes, but what they're saying is, my dog, Tory Lanez got
What shoes are allowed in prison? Because I've seen
They
some
wear everything.
gangsters be wearing like
Gucci's.
Dior and all kinds of shit in prison.
Depending on how much money you got, you can wear whatever you want. I mean, with
Man.
regulation, they give you all they really give you is slides. They start you off with basically slippers and slides. You get the slides with the white socks, and then on the commissary list, you got like shoes you can buy. You can buy white shoes. They got like fake little forces you can buy. But I mean, I don't know how they be getting like the Gucci loafers and all that stuff. I seen somebody making hibachi, and I see somebody with a dog
In prison?
in prison.
It's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. He could have been blind, but I mean, back to the story at hand. He needed to help her, you know. But back to the story at hand. They sentenced my dog to 10 years in prison. He won't have to do the whole 10 years. He do around 85%. They
said like 11, right?
11 what years?
Yeah,
10
20.
years. He got sentenced to 10 years.
He got sentenced to more than 10.
No, he got sentenced to 10 years. He got 6 years. He got 6 years for shooting Meg and 4 years for the gun enhancement charge because he's in California and they hit you with that. But he's gonna do like 85% of the time, and he already gave him like 306 days, so almost like a whole year off already. Then they're saying once you go to jail, you can do like a whole bunch of programs, so you can get time knocked off, like time and a half knocked off like every day. Work a firefighter program, so he might end up being a firefighter. Or they're already saying he's preaching. He's already preaching, so he's gonna run probably like some church.
Oh,
sermon.
we know he's going to church.
He's not Little J.
You know he's hanging
He's
out
not
there.
Little J. This ain't Chicago.
He has
It's
to be
different kind of church.
Instead of trying to go to Little J's cell to beat him up, he's trying to cuddle with Little J.
That's unholy.
Oh, they're getting all the holies in that cell.
Oh man, but looks like my dog Tory Lanez finally posted on his Instagram page, left a statement saying to the umbrellas, I have never let a hard time intimidate me. I will never let no jail time eliminate me, regardless of how they try to spin my words. I have always maintained my innocence and always will. My dog said he innocent. He's still sticking to it. He said Kelsey doing it, but can he snitch now? Is it okay for him to snitch now?
I'm really surprised that you were able to read that print at that size.
First education, Florida, baby.
Nah, it's you wearing your glasses. But everyone in the comments says like the glare from the lights on your glasses makes it look like you have Lord Raiden eyeballs.
But everybody,
right there.
But everybody else
just went full Lord Raiden.
But everybody else says when I take my glasses off, I look like I'm Bob Marley.
If you've been wondering, Chelsea will be back. She was not banished for life. We're actually, she'll be back. She went on an extended vacation, and we were gonna have a special guest, Marty with the body, who's a Chihuahua, but she fell asleep. So sorry about that. Gang. She couldn't hang.
Speaking of can't hang with the gang, it looks like Megan Thee Stallion opened her big yap mouth up.
Wait, what did you say?
Big yap mouth. Big yap.
Put it all together. What did you?
Big yap mouth. Baguette.
I don't know where you're going with that, but you were on your way to get yourself canceled.
Big A mouth.
No. So is what you got? Meg Thee Stallion talking?
I got Megan Thee Stallion talking, man. I got Megan Thee Stallion finally doing the show.
At her show, she talking ish at her show. Of course she would. Meg Thee Stallion sends a message to her haters amid Tory Lanez sentencing. F all my haters, none of that shiz you was doing or saying broke me. But Tory's gonna get his back blown out in this fields.
My dog finna get an appeal. He still can get an appeal.
Oh, he gonna get the pill.
So today, I just want to say,
look at them shoes.
fuck all my haters.
It's not Christmas.
None of that shit you was doing or saying broke me.
You still let it sit on your face.
Shit y'all be doing and saying to the hotties broke them.
Lies.
And I want all the hotties put their motherfucking middle finger up right now.
Sexy girl. I hate you, Gavin.
Oh, you're seeing
Gavin.
DJ.
It's because I saw her in this. You know what's funny?
Check out Meg Thee Stallion with Lisa
and DJ Snake.
DJ Snake, sexy girl.
In our reaction channel. You know, I seen this outfit. Got
like 4K views.
And I was wondering, like, every girl you see on stage now performing, they ain't got nothing on. You see Megan Thee Stallion, she fully clothed. I know she hot.
No, I've seen her wear like booty shorts and stuff.
Well, true that.
Because Jesus always sends it to us on TikTok, like whenever they
snitch?
zoom in.
So you snitching? You 6'9"?
I mean, what? Jesus is an angel.
Marker 246. Cut that out.
Nah, we leaving it.
Nah, but back to what I was saying, man. Megan Thee Stallion lying. Because remember when she got shot, she was like, oh, I'm so depressed. I can't show my face. I can't do anything. And now she's all like, as soon as Tory Lanez gets in, she's like, oh, yeah, forget the haters. Forget everybody. I was never sad. What are you talking about? You broke up with Mr. Partisan because of the whole situation.
Yeah, because he went, Partisan was a lame.
He
was a terrible
he was
rapper.
too tall.
No, he was just a terrible rapper.
He wrote for he got hits. He wrote for Cardi B.
And he was corny.
You just a hell. You ain't like the 8 ball he had? Pause.
I didn't like none of his balls.
Oh, for real? How
I wasn't around
What's
none
wrong
of
with
them.
him? Was it too big, too small, salty?
He tried that stuff and they got shotgun.
You disrespect. You just like Neo, disrespectful.
Yeah.
But nah, man. Allegedly, they saying that Megan Thee Stallion is about to ramp up and start dropping more music now. She's and she also dropped a video, even saying she's dropping more music. If you look at her Instagram page, she be making like weird food with like hot Cheetos.
Yeah, my co-host has definitely been in many Tory/Megan Thee Stallion situations. He tries to live the life on the line. He gets that close all the time.
Going to jail for 10 years?
Sometimes that's how close it is. Hey, but that's the role you play whenever you're a playboy.
Who's a playboy?
Tory Lanez.
Oh, okay.
Who's playing the field and my co-host.
What, you? Nah, that's disrespect. But man,
You
this
better watch out.
Tory
Someone might shoot your feet. You better watch out.
Hey man, and I need y'all to help us raise some money so we can get the free Tory Lanez t-shirt.
I'm not buying that.
I'm trying to get I'm gonna need the free Tory Lanez hoodie.
You'll give us super thanks on Crib Reactions so we can get concert tickets.
I like that. Thinking about giving grace. This next topic here, she need to be kissing their feet. She need to be kissing some feet because it looks like Chrisean Rock tells Blueface he's trying to take God's credit on Crazy in Love season 2. You could not eat by yourself. You cannot eat by yourself? How?
Basically saying without her, it wasn't going up.
Blueface had hits.
Moonwalking through Calabasas.
And the first song,
That's it.
Tatiana. Yeah, Tatiana. He made like 7 verses.
Tatiana's like 7 years old.
He made like 7 versions of Tatiana.
Let it go.
You trying to put in my head like you think you high power, like nigga bitch, like I was trying to walk
Nigga
away,
bitch.
nigga. You did not like that, nigga. Like shut up. You introduced that, nigga. So after that, nigga, I'm not a bitch. What's up? Put your hands on me when you want to. Talk to me crazy. So if it's vice versa, it's not a cool.
But you are.
It's not even.
But you are.
Like it's not even or nothing.
But
Like,
you are. I ain't never heard nobody that's not a bitch say somebody's verbally
who's a
abused.
bitch?
That sound like
You
some
verbally
bitch ass shit
doing
right
it.
there.
Telling me I don't got no money.
Like what? He
You trying to
verbally
manipulate
abused
me,
me.
telling me this and this and that.
You could not eat by yourself. It's
Yes,
the
I can.
point. Now you can.
I can
Up
eat
until
by
this
myself.
far.
What are you talking about?
Up until-
You trying to take God's credit, bro? It could have been the next motherfucker.
Bitch, you trying to give God my credit, and I'm not going for it. I'm taking God's credit. No, bitch. God sent me for you.
No, it's not like that.
Now it's not like that. That's
I'm
crazy.
saying-
All that passionate shit you used to be popping back in the day is crazy. Now it's,
I hate when they do that.
Now it's a whole different story.
Cause
I
you
hate
trying
when
to
they do
say,
that.
babe, I didn't have no divine to my life.
You didn't. You had
No,
a
you
backpack
got.
and a pair of fucking cleats.
Because remember on Chrisean Rock when she started off, all she had was a pacifier, and every time you seen her, she was in basketball shorts. She'd never had no clothes, even when she had all 52 teeth.
What was she doing?
Playing football. But nah, I mean, I understand how Blueface feel. Like, how you finna give my
Catching
credit?
balls.
Like, you came to my show, and I said you can come on. God didn't say you can come on. I said you can come on. So I'm your God. So you bow down to me. You read my Bible. Prayer. That's all hail King Jesse. We bow, but not
I
bow
thought you
your
were
heads.
praying to me right there.
What?
Because I gave you life in this world.
You ain't give me
I
life.
brought you into the YouTube realm. I said, I birthed the son. Young little Darius the third.
Why you sound like an episode of Star Wars?
Because you're talking about biblical things, and I birthed you.
Man, you ain't birthing nothing. But back to what we're saying, like, I understand how like females can do that. How at first you over here praising Blueface, you love him, he's your man, you'll marry him, you can do all this stuff, and then as soon as you leave the toilet seat up and you fall in the toilet one time, it's F him.
You do that
an
on
ish.
purpose. I've seen you do that to girls. They'd be like, "Watch, she want to talk like that. I'm gonna leave the toilet up, and she gonna fall right
It's
in."
not my fault. You're supposed to look
You
before
fall
you
right
sit.
in.
You look before you sit.
And then you hear Jesse.
Oh my God. So you mean to tell me you don't put your hand down before you sit down? You just plop your butt down?
No, I look with my eyes, with my eyeballs in my head.
Exactly. So it ain't my fault.
No, but girls be like you. They be on their phones like this.
That's your fault.
That's how this man drive too. Drive like this.
You just
So who's on Instagram? Is your kids at school?
But I'm glad this season is a little better than last season. Season 1, he was getting hit in the head with bottles. He was getting punched left and right.
I didn't watch none of season 1, and I haven't watched none of season 2.
But season 2, I mean, it's a little better. He's finding out that she's a whore. She's over here bouncing that down. Oh, my bad, I'm lying. She's pregnant and only chilling with rappers. Allegedly chilling with rappers. And
it's just like what happened. He's the next Freddie Gibbs.
Nah, Freddie Gibbs got her pregnant.
Yeah,
and
then, he got her pregnant too.
Yeah, but she said she didn't show with other rappers after that. She just kept doing porn.
She was out in there, out in the streets.
Hey, but that's still
while
another.
She pregos.
It's crazy. I don't even know how you get pregnant and you working in the P. Crazy.
Yeah, she was.
But back to the hand, man. I'm digging this season. Hopefully, I want Blueface and Chrisean Rock to get back together. I love that life. I don't like the way his other girlfriend is shaped. She's shaped like a melted crayon.
Like a bag of mashed potatoes. Facts. But you know what that is?
What?
Emotional damage.
And it never stops for the Blueface family.
It don't, because I mean, with this story alone, she had 3 different stories going on this week. She jumped her sister. She allegedly invited, it was her sister's Sprinter van. She invited her sister on the Sprinter van.
She's like, my sister's looking at me weird. She's an op.
Yeah, she basically talking crazy. She was talking crazy to Chrisean Rock, and Chrisean Rock's friends on the Sprinter van, so they jumped her. Then after that, also they had the whole little Woah Vicky thing where like Chrisean Rock ran up on her.
Woah Vicky's like 12 years old. Right?
Exactly. I mean, and then on top of that, she's like, oh yeah, I can't fight my sister. I can't fight Blueface baby mama because I'm pregnant, but I can fight little Vicky. I can fight Woah Vicky.
Oh yeah, cause she's like no threat. She's like my bum could beat her up, but you know why?
What?
She belongs to the streets.
All 12 of them.
I need to return her back to the streets.
All 12 of them. Man, let us know how you feel about this whole Blueface Chrisean Rock situation.
I just was like, will it ever end?
It won't end. She's gonna have the kid. You see, she's really pregnant.
Yeah, but then what is the kid gonna do? Is he gonna come out and like?
No, I mean most likely
fight the other kid.
Nah, most likely when she has the kid, hopefully it calms her down. You know, she started doing a lot more calmer stuff. Stop acting all crazy.
You think she's gonna take care of the kid or leave the kid with the nanny?
Oh, she's leaving with the nanny.
Oh yeah.
You think she's one of those girls?
She's gonna be out in the streets.
Nah, she might be like finesse 2 times and take the kid out with her.
Knowing her, she probably would. She'd be in the club and just pulling down the baby cover.
Facts. But speaking of baby covers and pulling down, man, it's time to pull a cover off the frog. Looks like him. Little Tay said she's still alive. Her brother's still alive. It's all a hoax. The family want her millions.
When I first heard this, was like, why did they take Lil TJ? And they're like,
Little
no.
TJ?
They're like, no, not Lil TJ. He didn't get shot again. It's Lil Tay. And I was like, oh, I forgot about Lil Tay.
She was funny.
So social media personality Lil Tay is very much still alive, claiming her Instagram account was compromised and used to spread jarring misinformation about her and her brother's death. In a statement provided to TMZ from Tay's family, she tells TMZ, I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive, but I'm completely heartbroken and struggling to even find the right words to say. It's been a very traumatizing 24 hours. All day yesterday, I was bombarded with endless heartbreaking and tearful phone calls from loved ones, all while trying to sort out this mess. She also says my Instagram account was compromised by a third party and used to spread jarring misinformation and rumors regarding me, to the point that even my name was wrong. My legal name is Tay Tion, not Claire Hope.
Tiana, not Claire Hope. And
Yeah,
that's,
because they said her like real name was Claire Hope,
and that's
it's
the
like,
crazy
that's
part.
not even her right name.
Fame is one hell fame and money is one hell of a thing. The fact that your own family is willing to fake your death just so you won't get rights to your social media account, so they can prove that you still negligent. And I don't think that doesn't even matter. Like, why does it matter that you negligent? It's your Instagram. And why you can't make another page? Boosie out here making like 12 pages.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. She made another page, and that's where she combated all these claims. But it's like, I guess her original page is where she got her following, and it probably's got like millions and millions of
Just
followers.
do the same. All she was a bad little girl that said crazy stuff.
She was like
She was like
6'9".
She's like,
She was like the little girl.
oh
6'9".
yeah, I remember didn't she fight Woah Vicky or something like that? Also, everybody fighting Woah Vicky.
No, fool. She's like, she's too young for
I think she ran up on her for real.
For real?
I think so. Hey man, don't fact check it, but comment below if you seen it. I think Little Tay checked on somebody.
I think Lil Tay better rapper than you.
Lil Tay hard though.
Lil Tay the Savage.
And was she hanging around Chief Keef at one point in time?
She was hanging around everyone, man. But hopefully this gets all sorted out. She gets her social media accounts back, and we might see her make a comeback, because she kind of went away for a couple years.
She's gonna be like 20
for her
years
own
old.
financial gain.
All she does is cuss.
You know, we all trying to be famous out her.
Oh my God, she ain't doing nothing special. She just like Baby Gronk.
This is like, I'm telling you, like this, we could have did this.
What,
You could have had you could have had a child.
Uh-huh.
We could have raised it and taught him all the cuss words, and then we could have went viral and been millionaires. But no.
They always say they don't like kids that cuss, but that be the main videos that go to that blow up the most. Is kids that's cussing.
Lil Tay, Woah, who's
Lil Wop, yeah.
Isn't it Woah? Is his name? Hasbullah. All the little kids that cuss they go number one to the top. So
Baby Yoda.
you need to spread your seed.
Why you can't have no kid?
Because I don't want to. I don't want that responsibility.
That's fake as hell.
I'm like those people where it's like when the grandparents, when they have the memes where they say the grandparents come
pulling
over
the cannon.
and get all the kids riled up, and then they just get to go home.
I'm pulling the cannon. Have 10 of them, so it won't be on child support.
I wouldn't doubt that. But so we're happy that Lil Tay is alive. Hopefully this gets figured out, and if there is an update, we will let you know. And if you're watching this on TFTC clips, go to Tales from the Crib to get full 1080p.
Even though we ain't at the slide, before we move on, whose parents is worse, her parents or Michael Orr's parents?
Justin Bieber's.
Cause he just said he wasn't less lonely.
Yes, and
Usher's his daddy. What do you expect? Yeah, giving Usher bucks to
Usher
everybody.
wasn't. Yeah, that's because he got paid in Usher bucks. Who else was a bad?
Aaron Carter.
Yeah, Aaron Carter. Britney Spears' parents.
You know what
They had her in
saying?
a conservatorship.
You know what they're saying? I think they're saying. I forgot.
We need to put
what.
you in one.
They're saying like somebody's a clone. Either Britney Spears is a clone,
What you man?
or her sister is a clone. They're saying like one of them is a clone. That's the rumor. that's going
Everyone's
on.
a clone. Already got you backed up to 2 hard drives.
You already got me back. What the hell?
You ever get taken off? We'll just take your DNA,
It's like that Netflix
put the
movie.
memories into your new clone body.
That's
So
horrible,
just
man.
continue.
Speaking of discontinue, man, it's time to go to the couch announcement, man. DJ, play my music.
Give me my music, little sucker.
Trying to get jiggy with it.
Wait for it. Welcome to the halftime show of Tales from the Crib, where we tell you what's going on with the channel, what are we working on, what's to come, some of the stuff that we might mention that we'll do and possibly never do.
Hey, I love doing that. I love telling
Boo,
things
boo,
we
boo.
gonna do and never do at all. Cause I be tired. I got a life to live. I got things to do. I got things to dodge. I got things to work on.
Hey, when you're trying to get #1 thought ranking in the city, you gotta put in that overtime.
Disrespectful. Oh man, but hey man, this couch announcements, man. It's time to move on to the crib reactions.
What are you? Wait, before we talk about crib reactions, like we always do, are you working on anything else?
I finally did what my co-host told me to do. He's been telling me every day, when you gonna do the John Cena thing on WWE? When you gonna do this?
You're gonna wait till they make a new one.
Nah, I just seen when they're making a new one. They're dropping a new one next year, like March or May of 2024. So I was like, I need to get on it now. So I'm dropping that right now. So if you check it out, I'm dropping John Cena's story. They have me going to basically I am the people that are going against John Cena. So I'm Kurt Angle, I'm Undertaker both times, I'm Triple H. I'm all these people going against John Cena, and it's real hard. They got me like doing certain things. They be like, "Oh yeah, you gotta
getting your butt kicked."
Hell yeah, because it's stupid. It's like, "Oh yeah, I can beat him." They say just fight him and win. I can do that.
You gotta do these dumb like checklists.
Yeah, you have to do like these dumb checklists and they give you like 2 at a time. Like, oh yeah, you gotta hit him with this special and do this special. Man, I almost broke that game.
If you want to see me break a game, I'm going to be uploading a new episode of DBZ Kakarot on TFTC Gaming. It took me 30 million tries to beat full form freezing a training thing, but I did it done. And also, I got 2K23 trying to finish up the playoffs but on my player before the new season comes out. So I'm in the conference semifinals.
You still going against the Cavs?
We're up 2-0. Game 1 is out. Game 2 will probably come out within the next couple days.
I'm ready for you to lose.
Check it out if you're into 2K. And then let's go ahead and talk about our pride and joy.
Crib
our
reaction.
money maker. Crib Reactions. We got 5.36K subs.
They got 69 views on the Big Op. You got these K-pop people listening to Big Op.
Everyone listens to Big Op. But we're at 5.36K subs. Get us to 6K
How you got
subs.
Big Op got more views than Wonka?
Because it's Big Op. Because everyone wants to get drenched up.
Ain't nobody like the Cypher.
But we got videos coming out all the time. We check out music videos all over the world and also music groups from all over the world. And you can check our latest music. We did do a bunch of American songs lately and a couple international songs. You can see we did some Doja Cat.
That Doja Cat comes kind of hard, though.
Cypher.
You've been doing better with it.
Snow the Product, who's I guess she's technically an international artist. She raps in Spanish and kills it. We got the new Wonka trailer. We got International Sensation XG interview.
I thought you had bunny ears on top of your ears on the Wonka official video. Like you got bunny ears.
It does look like bunny ears. And we got Big Op. So if you're in the Chicago drill, and it's Big Herbo's friend, Big Op, aka No Limit Faro. So check that out. Get us to 6K subs.
Hey, I mean, comment below what y'all want to see us react to. We react to everything. We always commenting back. We actually are #1 in fan engagement on Crib Reactions. I need y'all to comment, share it, post it, because we stay dropping. But you ready for the show?
I'm ready to talk about your, what's the word? Your idol is now fallen. So
Tory Lane's already in jail. I already know that. Who else is my...
We got Barack Obama told X, "I make love to men daily, but imagination."
Does that make you gay? Are you gay if you do that? If you dream about it, but you don't actually do it, does that mean you curious? Or does that mean it's just?
I think he's question mark. I don't think he knows what he wants.
That's true. So if you didn't know, Barack Obama out here, I guess he's writing a new book. And in this new book, he's basically pulling pages from his old notes that he wrote back in the day when he was younger. And one of the pages, I guess, he sent out said that he used to dream of man daily, doing a whole bunch of stuff, which is crazy. I understand if you
That's weird, man. It's weird. It's like, we got your old journals, and you got a whole chapter about how you used to fantasize about men. I'm like, what? Why would you do that?
And he was old, so that means she like them.
That's back in the days when he wrote this. So this is like when he was in college and
stuff. He was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And then I heard all kinds of comments. Well, not heard. I saw all kinds of comments on Instagram from everyone posting this, and everyone was so mean. They're like, everyone in the comments was like, "Well, you married Michelle. Michelle's a man."
Oh Lord.
And then everyone was like, "That's why you call Michelle Michael half the time, because he's actually accidentally called his wife Michael like over a handful of times."
Ain't nothing wrong with a little cosplay. Sometimes you want to be a little Pikachu, and you want her to be ass catching.
Oh, she's gonna be ass catching. She's gonna be ass catching, ass pegging.
Pause. Ain't with none of that pegging. The fool's rotten.
Nasty man.
Fool going bad.
Gotta peg him, ma.
Pause.
Nasty man.
But this don't make my... See, I'm tired of them always trying to throw dirt on Donald Trump. First, they was like, he ain't black.
This is Obama.
I mean, Donald Trump. I mean, Barack Obama.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can say it about Trump.
He's not black.
He ain't black.
I mean, you're saying about Barack Obama, he ain't black. He ain't this. You know, he got this going on. He shouldn't be a president. They always trying to discredit him. But I mean, with this, it's just dreams. So it really shouldn't count, right?
I mean, it just looks bad.
If it's worse than snitching.
This is about as bad as snitching. I'm pretty sure he would rather be like, oh, you snitched one time, and he's like, I'm a civilian, so you got to give me a pass. But this, I don't care if you're a civilian, a street member, an astronaut. I don't know where you get a pass for this.
It's just a dream. I mean, I just hope
Are those
he
type
was
of wet dreams you be having?
Listen, man, I just hope in these dreams he was a top and not a bottom. That's all.
Hey, yo.
But I mean, hey, it's your dreams. Whatever you want to dream.
If you believe, you can achieve.
That's horrible. But
Barack.
I need y'all to comment below how y'all feel about this. Do y'all feel like this is just fake news? People just trying to hate on my dog, Barack Obama?
Put in the comments below, because we kind of make fun of everyone no matter what side they're on. And it looks like there's really no one in good in politics anymore. So should we just vote for Tales to the Crib to be president and vice president?
Vote for Kanye West.
He's not even allowed.
Kanye for president.
You're getting replaced. I'm calling Richard Sherman and Lil Wayne.
Pause. Man, but moving on. You done with this topic? I'm ready to talk about the next president. My dog.
Oh my God.
The Teflon Don.
We got breaking
OG,
news.
Triple OG. What's going on?
Let me see.
Um,
Why are they trying to hate on us?
Why you over there looking at me? Look at my dog Trump. Trump seemingly suggests that Fannie Willis
Seemingly.
Hey, I got this. It's a twist of T's. Donald Trump seemingly suggests that Fannie Willis was sleeping with Big Nut before working with the YSL case. It makes sense.
And she's like, oh, you want to make fun of me? Boom. Donald Trump accused Georgia DA Fannie Willis of racism and claims she had... Wait, did you put two parts on this?
I mean, it's kind of sort of, I wanted people to know that she was messing with Big Nut. Allegedly.
Oh, she was... Never mind.
Pause, but play the video. You trash.
I don't know why they're having this. They're literally trying to hate on us today. Let's see what we get. Oh my God.
You probably got to click it and press play, actually.
They waited. And I probably have another one. They say there's a young woman, a young racist in Atlanta.
Oh, young racist.
And they say, I guess, they say that she was after a certain gang and she ended up having an affair with the head of the gang or a gang member. And this is a person that wants to indict me. She's got a lot of problems, but she wants to indict me to try and run for some other office. What's going on in this country is, and by the way, wants to indict me for a perfect phone call. This was even better than my perfect call with Ukraine. Remember?
A perfect call. You were
all his calls is perfect.
He's perfect. Nah, but I mean,
we got a great plan.
Horrible, but we gonna move on to the next slide real quick. So as soon as my dog Donald Trump, said what he said about Fannie Willis, Fannie Willis had a lot to say back. We got a video here. Play the video, and then we're gonna let y'all know how we feel.
Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis of having an affair with a gang member during his protest in Windham, New Hampshire on Tuesday afternoon. Willis is the Atlanta area prosecutor who is expected to announce in the following weeks that Trump will be charged in the investigation of his actions surrounding the 2020 presidential election. And according to the law, if Trump is found guilty of these charges, he will not be allowed to participate in the 2024 presidential elections. She is investigating whether Trump appealed to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, in which he asked him to find enough votes to overturn the election in his favor, which was a serious violation of the country's electoral laws. Trump, who has accused prosecutors of targeting him for political gain, launched the latest attack on Willis as he addressed a crowd at his school rallies in a school called Windham High School on Tuesday afternoon, saying, "I could have another indictment sooner than expected." He continued by saying, "There was a young woman, a young racist in Atlanta who is the agent of the witch hunt against me. People said she was in some sort of gang, and in the end, she was having an affair with a gang leader, or a member of a gang," Trump said. And because of these false accusations, Fannie Willis filed another motion against Trump, saying he has to prove that she had an affair with a gang leader, because the end of tomorrow, or she will add it to felony charges against him. which will be wrongly accusing and tarnishing the image of the prosecutor investigating his unlawful act against the 2020 presidential elections. Former President Donald Trump accused...
That's messed up. So you can't say a little white lie? All he said was she was sleeping
all
around.
you gotta say is allegedly.
You know how many people...
all you gotta say is I heard this. But this topic is so serious. I need another drink. Coast, do you need another drink?
Yeah, get another drink, but I talk about it. So, I mean, what I don't understand about this whole thing, and I'm starting to feel like she's just doing this for her own political game, because everybody cheats. Like, all these political people cheat. All these political people cutting corners in their taxes. They're not paying no taxes. You see Jeff Bezos and them paying like $50 on like $1 million company businesses and stuff like that. So why are you going so hard about Donald Trump? You see Joe Biden out here getting charges too, but at the same time, you want him, you want thugger. But I mean, people going broke about this. This is where I don't make sense, because it's the truth, because they already said that people that are on the jury duty at the thugger court, they're not making no money.
Oh yeah.
And it's making them go broke. So she has 2 court cases going on. So if she loses, I want to say if she loses both of these or one of these,
She's gonna be done.
She's gonna be done. Like, you doing too much.
It just seems like a witch hunt, man. It's just like they don't want this guy to run again, and it seems like they're trying to throw spaghetti at the wall and see whatever sticks.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what I don't like. Like, I just charge him for everything. Like, he already got charged a bunch of charges for hiding a whole bunch of documents that he didn't even say. Oh yeah, I didn't know where they was, but he did know where they was.
And then didn't Biden get caught doing the same thing?
Biden, and right now they over there. Biden got caught with things. They got Joe Biden's son out here giving $100K to alleged golf country clubs, but he's really giving it to P-Toots.
And then everything that was on his laptop.
Exactly, like all these.
But at least he made sure he waited out every time.
And then remember the white stuff that the Hannah Montana they found in the White House.
They did find some Hannah Montana.
Exactly, I'm telling you, like, see, all this stuff is just too much. So
basically, you need to watch that. Basically, no government is real. It's all fake.
It's all fake. They
You
hide.
need to watch that. There's actually a secret shadow government that controls everything and uses this stuff to distract you.
This is
If you
distracting.
want more information, hit us up on Tales from the Crib 2 on IG, because we can get you in the know.
I ain't trying to get shot by the feds. You heard? You see what happened to the whistleblowers? Ain't no whistleblower.
They always kill their best
I'm
friend.
tired of blowing whistles. Whistles.
Oh, well, we're gonna give you something better than a whistle. How about the schnitzel?
Pause.
Instead of the whistle, you get the schnitzel.
Nah, speaking of getting the schnitzel, looks like, moving on to the next topic here, Vandal Joe Biden finally woke up out his nap and said, "We dropping bombs." So it looks like...
So he goes from Trump being prosecuted to Biden sending his hit squad.
Hey, man, you let me do the lineup. I told you, check the lineup before I went. How's it going so far?
Elderly, it's like a 7 out of 10. No, I'm kidding. It's great. But elderly Trump supporter gunned down during an FBI raid after man made online threats to kill President Biden. And we got a video clip. So let's see what they say, and then we'll react to it.
This damaged window is some of the aftermath from when the FBI showed up trying to arrest Craig Robertson around 6 in the morning.
Kind of identifying themselves as FBI, yelling at Craig to come out of his house.
Doors down, John Michael Osola heard things escalate.
These loud kind of bangs of just kind of waking him up, I think, waking up the whole block too.
Eventually, the SWAT team and FBI forcefully entered the house.
And he kept shouting something too, like, "I haven't broken any federal laws," and so he was clearly there.
Gunshots could be heard.
We just kind of saw him pull Craig out and put him on the kind of edge of his driveway there and tend to him for a couple minutes, but it was pretty clear he was gone.
An FBI spokesperson confirms agents shot and killed the suspect. They were there because Robertson had been making social media threats, which can be seen online and in court documents.
Even made cool
to kill
backgrounds.
Or inflict bodily harm on President Joe Biden during his visit to Utah. One
He's a
reads,
lying
quote, "I
idiot.
hear Biden is coming to Utah, digging out my old ghillie suit and cleaning the dust off the M24 sniper rifle." Robertson has also made remarks online since March about FBI agents, the New York County District Attorney, and other officials.
I don't know, you hear about crazy things happening other places, but it's weird to be in Provo.
Neighbor Morgan Jonda and his wife were shocked learning about this on their morning stroll.
It's just a quiet neighborhood. Nothing ever happens.
All this happening just hours before President Biden was set to land in Salt Lake, about 40 miles away.
So that makes sense.
Man, you gotta watch. We got a couple of friends that like to run their mouth on the internet about politicians. They might try to send the SWAT team after him.
That's what I'm surprised. Like, if you send 500 messages and they didn't delete your account, ban your account, I know you had to think they had to be watching it because they taking people's accounts away for the smallest things. They took your account away for talking to Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah, because I was so mean to Kevin Durant that he had to cry and report my account. He got my original 5K Twitter account banned, and that's why I don't care about or X as much anymore.
Exactly. You went that high up, he just took you out so bad to the point where you had to keep getting a new phone.
He's picking on me.
Horrible, but
they banned my IP address.
Are you surprised that the feds are actually out here taking shots for Joe Biden? And I don't even know why did they do this? Like, why did they shoot him? They could have gave him a warning, like, "Hey, we watching your page."
Well, see, the thing is they almost set him up. So if you know someone that's posting that they have a bunch of firearms and posting all this crazy stuff about the government, and then you're like, all right, well, we got a warrant to check out to make sure they're not planning some like doomsday event. So then they go and they kick in the door. Well, if you kick in the door to someone's house that has firearms, you're probably going to get in a firefight. So that gives them the free license and then light them up.
And if you light them up.
If you light them up, then there's no talking, there's no discussion, there's no checking it out. That threat is eliminated. Even if it wasn't a real threat as far as him taking it out, but maybe he did have a big social media following that was gaining traction and they didn't want that to continue.
See,
I mean, the government does secret stuff all the time. Allegedly, our own government did, things like this is rumors and everything like 9/11 and even JFK, people allege was done by our own government.
I think that's the reason why they trying to be so light on these gun laws, because if everybody got a gun and they kicking your door, they got a reason to pop you. And then if you got a gun and you driving with it and they pull you over, they got a reason to pop you.
Well, he had a weapon.
That's all they just give you more and more leniency so you can get a weapon so they can pop you. And that's why I just can't get, I don't even like messing with guns, because I just feel like it's all a trap. Like, my luck is already bad. I already been pulled over by cops for like the dumbest reasons in the world. Like, oh yeah, I seen your car before. I'm like, I wasn't even down that street. Too much stuff going on. But I mean, with this situation, I
no
feel
no more cavity searches for you.
Facts. I'm done. Cavity open enough. Pause. Nah, but I mean, with this whole situation, like, I still feel like they didn't have to shoot the man. The man was old. What are you gonna do?
I think
he was gonna run away. Was gonna shoot Joe Biden and run? Run where?
I think he was an old man that just liked to be loud on the internet and let people know what he thought and not even like sugarcoat it, say what he truly thought. I didn't think it would take him serious like that, and for them to take him out. A lot of the neighbors said that he was a really good neighbor and
they always
really
say
didn't
that.
do anything, and actually helped everyone out in the community. But
isn't it the same thing Mama Duck said?
Yeah, but I mean, that's one thing that people got to learn, because it's like people think that you could just say the craziest things on the internet and then it's just, oh, it's just the internet. It's nothing's going to happen. But then when you get killed either by the government or someone who didn't like what you said on the internet, or you get jumped, like remember Aiden Ross's friend, that weird little kid that's been like famous for going on rants, saying that like no one will ever touch me. And two dudes saw him, jumped him and took his shoes and put it on video because he challenged them, so it just goes to show. I mean, it's like back in the day when Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, when they were saying like, when they're like, everyone's talking about trash about us on the internet, we're going to pay for, they won the lottery and they were going to use that money, or use the money from the movie to buy plane tickets around the world to beat everyone up to talk trash about them on the internet.
Hey, sometimes you got to do, I mean, it's too many of them. It's too
Can
many.
you imagine? I won the lottery, so I'm going to beat up everyone on the internet that's ever backtalked me.
See, that's why I don't even read the comments no more, because people get so disrespectful and everything like that. And I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that are sending death threats out to Joe Biden. And I hope this is a lesson to them. Like, they watching for real. Like, you see all these black people getting arrested with these Fed RICO cases, and they showing their Facebook, their Instagram. So they watching your Facebook and Instagram. When you on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, they watching you. So
I wonder if you got like a private, like, Finsta, that if they would still be able to find your IP address and where you live and stuff if you were going crazy. Like, if you didn't post any pictures of yourself or anything like that, but you just post like, you know, crazy stuff. Like a lot of his stuff, like I think he was smart because like you post stuff on Facebook or stuff like that, it's gonna get banned. But if you post it as a picture, it doesn't recognize it, so it lets it go.
I give you that, but I mean, hopefully y'all learn your lessons on this, man. Comment below, did he deserve this? Was it just too much for us? You could have just gave the man a warning, or maybe you already gave him a warning.
I just feel like they set him up. You kick in someone's door when they're a firearm owner, they're gonna pop out with their firearm. They think they're getting a home invasion, just to find out it's the government. And if you pop out of your room thinking it's a home invasion with the gun, they're probably gonna start shooting. He's got a gun.
They will start shooting. But
It's like that dude that got remember that dude and girl where the cops broke in the wrong house?
Oh yeah.
And they killed the girl, right?
And then just so happened by the grace of God, they found out that he sells weed too. So oh yeah, he was a weed seller. He's bad. I was like, that's hard. We wasn't even coming for weed. He was coming for something else.
Who knows? They could have even planted it and made it up. But
it's like the the Dave Chappelle episode when they just sprinkle a little crack on everything.
Oh yeah, that sometimes does happen.
Moving on to sometimes does happen, man. Looks like I don't know if this fight will happen, if it won't happen, but looks like Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg, the battle of the rich snobs, is maybe on its way. Elon Musk says that he owns X, says that the fight will be managed by my and Mark's foundation, not UFC. They're gonna be giving all the money and proceeds up to the veterans.
Live stream will be on this platform and Meta.
Facts. And you see here that they're giving it away to the veterans, which is a plus. You know, I mean, I always love them giving to the veterans, but you already know if they mention the veterans in there, then most likely this ain't finna happen.
They said they're gonna do it in ancient Rome, and they've already talked to people to get an epic location. Everything done will pay respect to the past, present of Italy, and all proceeds go to veterans.
Damn,
that's crazy.
Elon Musk is 51?
Yeah. He looks decent for 51. Mark Zuckerberg is like 40.
Net worth. So one person's net worth. Wait, South African. Who is South African?
Elon Musk is from Africa.
He's black?
Yes.
He got a big dick.
Why is that the first thing you're worried about?
He's black.
No, he's South African.
Oh, like Steve Nash in French Montana?
Steve Nash is Canadian.
I thought Steve Nash was from Africa.
No. He's Canadian.
French Montana's from Africa.
No, but they have white people in Africa.
French Montana.
Musk was one of them.
That's
French
great.
Montana is.
I didn't even know.
He changes his race every 2 years.
$246 billion.
$246 billion.
And 101 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why you saying, "Oh, I'm richer than you," but I mean, y'all play with billions. I mean, you basically rich already.
Let's see what Zuckerberg had to say as a response.
He says it's a lot. I've been ready to fight since the day Elon challenged me. I love this sport, and I've been ready to fight since the day Elon challenged me. If he ever agrees on an actual date, you'll hear it from me. Until then, please assume anything he says has not been agreed on. So I knew it. He don't care about the veterans.
Not holding my breath for Elon, but I'll share details on my next fight when I'm ready, when I compete. I want to do it in a way that puts a spotlight on the elite athletes at the top of the game. You do that by working with professionals, organizations like the UFC or one to pull this off. Will create a great card. He says he's ready.
I'm thinking. So I mean,
They both still talking like they're ready. Do you think Elon's lying, or do you think Zuck's lying, saying that they can't agree to the details? Is he pulling a Gervonta Davis, or is he saying the water weight type stuff?
That's funny as hell. Nah, but I mean, I seen a lot of videos of Elon Musk. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg out here actually doing backyard wrestling in the UFC. So he does this UFC jiu-jitsu stuff on the daily. Win, lose, or draw, he's showing the video. So I mean, you gonna see the video, but I mean, he's getting better at it. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know Elon Musk was 51 years old. So I mean, I don't even think he got a chance.
I think he could do it. He's a lot
He's
bigger.
like almost like he's like 11 years, 12 years older.
He's
than
like
him.
like 12 years older. But I think Zuckerberg's little, and since they're not doing a weight or anything, I think Elon's gonna use his size and dominate Zuck. And you can just look in Zuckerberg's eyes. I don't think he got it.
True.
Elon's from Africa, and we're going with our African brother.
It's hard. It's funny. I mean, I don't even know like so what happens after they fight? So when they fight, do you think it's just
They're
only
fighting for pink slips for the company. If one wins,
that's some real
they
boss
get
stuff
Meta.
right there.
If one gets, they get Twitter.
Imagine that. Imagine like you got you working at a good job and everything. The next day you go to work, we got a new boss. Like, oh yep, I want another blackjack deal. Your boss sucks. Two in a pair.
His ass.
You be like, what?
I hit him with the hello.
It's disrespectful. Rich people, they be doing them. They do. Rich people get bored. I'm guessing like once you make so much money that you actually do have a lot of free time.
Why do you think the Romans were so weird? All the super rich people in the Greek and the Roman times had these like super weird orgies,
It was all full of men.
or they were watching like gladiators like literally
Full
kill
of
each
man.
other.
They just
So
love
you're
watching
saying
man.
that's like your favorite time, or why do you keep on?
You know what's
screaming
funny?
man?
Greek mythology actually is my favorite time of all history.
We can tell. He's like, it's raining men.
Hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
it's raining man.
Just like Chris Bosh.
Nah, man. But comment below how you feel about this fight. Are you ready to see Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg? Or are you just tired of it? Or you don't really care? You want to see some real boxing like Jake Paul?
I want to see some real swindle deals. Like Dave Portnoy sold Barstool for $550 million and later bought it back for just $1.
I mean, he sold it and got $550 million,
And then
he
bought
it back for $1.
That's a good swindle.
If you didn't know, I mean, we got a video right here. Play the video, and then we'll come back and talk.
Here's how I think it went down. Penn wanted to do a deal with Disney. Disney didn't want you in the deal. Didn't want your name there at all. So you took back Barstool, and then that freed up Penn to be bought by Disney for $2 billion. Have I got that right?
Well, they didn't buy him. They're doing the deal. I don't know exactly. I wasn't involved in the conversations.
But you bought back your company
I
for
bought back my
$1.
company. Yeah, I bought my company back for $1. But we had a great relationship with Penn.
How much did you sell it for in the first place?
I think the total is around. So we did two things. I think it was $500 million, somewhere around there.
So you bought it back for a buck.
Correct.
They basically gave that to you.
I'm happy with the deal. I feel good. I'm wearing a nice polo in here. It's a good day, and it's a good day for Barstool. I think it's a good day for Penn as well. But yeah, it was definitely a good deal.
Your net worth is now what? Can you tell me?
Well, there's so much, zeros and stuff, Stuart. No, I honestly, there's a lot of.
What is it? 400 million, 500 million.
I don't know. I would have to. Well, if I sell Barstool again, Penn gets half of it. That was part of the deal. So
True.
I don't know. I don't know. How does one figure out net worth? There's a lot of big numbers. I was never a math guy.
Well, you've got a big number behind your name. What are you going to do with it?
Well, I bought a horse for $650,000 the night that this happened, so that's a start. I spend freely, but Barstool. We got all the expenses. We got leases.
So Penn bought Disney Channel for $2 billion?
No, Disney bought
Penn
Gaming, but they didn't want Barstool or Dave Portnoy to be a part of it, because I think even though that Dave sold the company Barstool, he was still like a part of it in some ways. So they basically, Penn sold him back the company for $1. So that wouldn't be included in the purchase. So Disney is just purely buying that Penn Gaming. But I'm not familiar with Penn or Penn Gaming, if that's like a group or like a gaming house that makes certain games. I hadn't really heard of that. I do like gaming and check it out sometimes, but I'm not a super, I guess you could say nerd or just super informed whenever it comes to the gaming realm. So put it down in the comments if you know more about Penn Gaming.
True, and I mean, I guess that's what it is. I mean, when you're an independent company and you want to talk all crazy, it's the price you got to pay. People don't want to do business with you. The fact that they were willing to only they got $2 million. What Disney bought Penn
for $2 billion.
For $2 billion. So really, they really bought them for $1.5 billion because they gave back. They basically lost $500,000.
They still paid $2 billion.
They paid $2 billion.
They didn't lower the price. It's just that they didn't want that associated with their brand. So they're like, disconnect this from the package you're selling us. And so they still got the $2 billion.
But I'm saying like you paid the $55 million. So now you negative $55 million.
Oh yeah.
But then you win $2 billion. So basically you got $1.5 billion.
Yeah. I guess.
And they're saying like it's not stopping here. Like they're trying to go more and more. Supposedly ESPN is finally including sports betting, which is crazy because y'all got on Barry Bonds about that. Y'all got on so many people about sports betting.
Well, and so many sports YouTube channels are sponsored by
exactly
or brought to you by sports betting places. I know like Gil's Arenas by Underdog and all kinds of other places. So there's a bunch of it. So it's kind of weird how that's kind of infiltrated the sports world.
True, and I'm seeing more and more football players I'm seeing more and more athletes get caught for sports betting and getting suspended for the season, again kicked out the league, which doesn't make any sense. Like if you betting on, and they're not even betting on a lot. They're not betting like, oh yeah, I'm winning like Drake money, $250K. Like they paying like $120, $1,000 here, $1,000 there, if that. And they betting other games and they get found, they get caught. It's just too much.
It's really not worth it for them to be betting like that, but people like to bet, and if you're not supposed to, it can become a problem.
This is gonna feel just like the whole college football thing. Like when all the college football players back in the day, they couldn't make any money off their name and off their rights, but now with the whole, I think, IPA or whatever it's called, they can make money. Like I just heard that Reese girl. The
Angela Reese from LSU.
She has like 5 or 6 NIT deals. She has 5 or 6 like 5 or 10 deals. So she's gonna be making bank to the point where she don't even want to go to the WNBA.
I heard that some of the big college girls will actually be like, I'm gonna play all 4 years of college because all the sponsorship deals that I'm getting in college are actually more than I would get was the WNBA contract. So for girls now, it's even made it where they want to play the full 4 years.
See, but I mean, you done with this topic?
Yeah.
Okay, enough about this. But back to what you were saying. So just like you said, like they want to stay in college and make all that money, but this is exactly what's gonna happen. They gonna make all that money.
I don't even want to see this. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. You talk about it, Coz. Go ahead.
All right. So they're gonna do it exactly here. They're gonna take all that money and then they're gonna go to overseas because overseas pays a lot more money than in the WNBA. WNBA, the most you're making is $500,000, basically $500,000. You ain't really making that much money. But when you go overseas, you're making a little bit more. So looks like here, Liz Cambridge, back in, I think, 2021, had a game against Nigeria in the national basketball game, and it got real, I want to say real crazy. Let me show y'all. Slapped her in the face twice. I'm playing. She slapped her once. So game. So they pause it. She slapped her. They pause it because the girl crying. She got hit in the face, and here she go. Hit her dead in the face. Wow. Now the team come in and break it up. Tall girl looking like all crazy, like what happened, this is crazy, ain't no official. Tall girl's like, ain't no officials here, this is what I'm talking about. I didn't want to play during COVID time because 2021 it was COVID time. You ain't got no referees, no officials, so anything crazy can happen. But at the same time, you over here knocking people out with your long ass arms. You can't.
Did you play the video?
Yeah. You wanna watch it again?
No. I saw it.
So you hit people with your long arms, but the crazy part is how you hit somebody and then they run up, Superman Falcon punch you, and then you looking all crazy like you ain't trying to like fight back or anything, which is crazy.
Look, we got a special guest. Shotty is awake. Everyone give her a big round of applause.
You want to talk up?
She'll be sitting here with us till the end of the episode.
Horrible. But I mean, yeah, so back to what I was saying. So this happened in 2021. They over here saying that that dog is out here tired. They over here saying that, Liz Cambridge said some disrespectful stuff. She was saying, oh, y'all some monkeys. Y'all need to learn how to speak English. You need to go back to where y'all come from. And now Liz saying, I didn't say that. But people on Nigeria team saying she's lying. They called her out on it. And she's disrespectful. I mean, like, they're saying she's like a Draymond Green of the WNBA.
Basically. Is she still playing in the WNBA?
Nah, she's not playing the WNBA. She's playing the OnlyFans.
And you subscribe?
Nah, not yet. I don't trust celebrities OnlyFans because with celebrities OnlyFans, it's just them in bikini photos, and they ain't got time to pay $20 to see you in bikini photos. I got better. I can watch it for free on Twitter.
Oh, you in?
Exactly.
You been checking her out?
Who, hers? Nah, I need to see
I
what
think
she's
it's
doing.
just crazy how you're gonna do an interview You're gonna talk all this smoke right before you play them. And it's like, if you're inviting that, if you know you're about to play this team and you put all this bad energy, this bad juju out there, you know that when, and especially the game starts, and then you're doing cheap shots, you're trying to body up the other girls, and then you hit her in the face randomly. What do you expect was going to happen? So some say she got what she deserves. Some say violence is never the answer.
It's always the answer.
But you could see, I mean, usually if you get randomly whacked, your teammate's going to have your back. They saying that her teammates didn't have her back
She was
at
dead
all
wrong.
because they all knew that she was dead wrong and that she was doing over the top. So put in the comments below, do you think Liz Cambridge was just right, or do you think she was over the top?
Nah, man, she kept a gangster. But moving on, speaking of keeping it gangster, man, looks like my dog James Harden said he trying to get out this NBA team.
He said he's going to take the Liz Cambridge road and start an OnlyFriends account.
I'll pay for that. Hey, wait, before we move on, did you see about the college player? I think it was like, I forgot what school it was, Clemson or whatever. He basically got kicked off the team because he was taking pictures of college football players in the locker room naked and everything, putting it on OnlyFans and selling it.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. What
I think
the
it was
heck?
Auburn. I don't even remember.
It sounds like
Clemson,
some Auburn stuff.
something like that.
That's
But
where Charles Barkley went.
But back to James Harden. So James Harden calls out the president of his team, says, "You're a liar. I don't want to play for you. We got the video."
And this isn't smart because a lot of people are saying with the new collective bargaining agreement in the NBA that if you pull a Ben Simmons and try not to show up to training camp, that you can get fined
like $330K.
Basically, like for someone making James Harden money, they basically, if you decide just to refuse to report for duty, they could basically take like dang near half your check.
$27 million.
Yeah.
Basically, every 3 games you play, that's a mil, because 3,300 something K.
Yeah,
every 3 games you play, that's $1 million.
I think they keep your game checks and do all kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
So hopefully James and Philly figures this out, because James doesn't really have any momentum or any leverage here. So, but he had this to say while he was in China at his camp.
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Let me say that again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of again. Thank you, man.
Relax.
He's a liar.
That wasn't me, boss.
It was my body double.
You good?
We good? Why did he give himself a hug?
So if you're wondering why he's calling him a liar, so allegedly, I'm guessing the president told James Harden, like, oh yeah, you know, if you come to the Sixers, you know, you, PJ Tucker, House, you know, we gonna do something for y'all. We gonna help you out. If you take less money now, help the team out. Once the season's over with, I know I give you some extra money. I'll look out for you. But so I'm guessing he ain't looking out for him. And some people are saying, like, this is what James Harden gets because he can't get Embiid until the championship games. But I mean, it's not his fault that Embiid trash. And Embiid, you want to censor everything around it. Joel Embiid.
You said Embiid's trash?
He's trash. He's
Is
trash for what he's trying to do.
Inconsistent.
He's trash for what he's trying to do. He's trying to be basically like a Steph Curry. Like, you can't.
Oh yeah, he has Anthony Davis syndrome.
Pretty much.
They're taking too many jump shots, so they need to take their big
You
self
ain't
in the
Dirk
paint
Nowitzki.
and dunk on people. You need to be more Shaq and less Dirk.
Exactly. They trying to be Dirk Nowitzki and everything, but you strong as hell. You might as well just do what you got to do.
And James Harden needs to play like he cares in the regular season. I think that's the problem, that he goes to ramp it up in the playoffs, especially these last couple years in Philly and Brooklyn. And since he coasted in the regular season, his body isn't ready to take it to the next level. He needs to play harder and play more like himself. He needs to stop deferring to Joel Embiid and stuff and be calling his own number. And of course, if he gets on a roll where he's drilling shots and getting things going, it's gonna get Joel more wide open shots.
So you think it should be James Harden's team now instead of Joel?
No, I don't think it should be that.
Who should get more shots?
I think if Joel Embiid's taking 25 shots a game or 30 shots, James Harden needs to take like 28. If he's taking 30, James Harden needs to take like 27, 28.
See, I think the problem,
like within 5, like, you know, even if you want them to both take their shots down and maybe give some more shots to like Tobias Harris, if Embiid's taking 25 shots, then you know, then maybe Harden's taking like 22, 23. You have Maxey taking like 20 shots, And then you got Tobias taking like 15 to 18.
You know what's funny? When we was watching the whole Gilbert Arenas thing, and it was like talking about, oh yeah, the leaders this, like, oh yeah, Allen Iverson, he was the leading scorer, but he wasn't the leader on the team. It was Eric Snow. Who's the leader on the Sixers?
I think that's the problem. I think that there's not a clear leader. I think Joel tries to be the leader.
He's too quiet.
But I don't know if he has the skills.
He's
not fat, but I think he jokes around too much rather than taking the leadership role seriously, where you keep dudes in check. Like if Joel was a real leader, he would tell James, that effort wasn't acceptable in that game. I need you to pick it up. Like, we're not doing that right now, James. I need you to be James.
So it's PJ Tucker? That's crazy. How you trade for a leader?
It's probably like PJ Tucker.
It's not Tobias
Joel.
Harris.
It's not Tobias.
It's not Joel Embiid. It's not.
It could be
Maxey.
Joel. I don't know how much
He's too
he does
quiet.
it. Maxey's too young. I don't think he would have the role.
He barely knows how to talk English. How your leader gonna be not?
So anyone that can't talk English good can't be a
Come
leader.
on now, let's be serious. Like, you not finna tell me, you not finna be my leader, and you over here stuttering over your words like.
Emotional damage.
Joel, you have my unequivocal permission. If you ever run into Tales from the Crib podcast in real life,
listen
you
here,
can
man.
definitely don't come on co-host.
Udonis Haslam strikes fear in my heart. Marcus Smart, he may strike some little fear in my heart.
I actually met Marcus Smart in real life.
Exactly, but he looks like he turns up and get mad.
And I'm like, I looked at him, I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure I could lock you up.
But still, he can rally y'all up and everything. But when you look at Joel Embiid, does he look like he gonna scare you? He just tall. He ain't Bobby Portis.
Nah, I mean, that's because he has crazy eyes.
Exactly. Joel Embiid needs something crazy.
He needs to get some crazy eyes.
He needs to
They
get
need
something.
to do some voodoo or something and get him his bring out that he needs to bring out his Giannis mode.
Exactly. In the way Kawhi Leonard made the game winning shot over you, I can't respect you
And
after
he
that.
cried.
Exactly. And that was when the whole time they was calling Joel Embiid like, oh yeah, I was drinking too many milkshakes. And he
If
was
that's your excuse, you need to not be in the league anymore.
exactly. It's just too much. But people were
But did they bring the boys to the yard?
probably, but the people were
Was
saying
it better than yours?
James Harden basically the problem is that he opted into this last year's contract with
So
the
he's
Sixers. He opted into it. He wanted to make $35 million because I guess nobody else was trying to give him that money out there. And I mean, if he actually mixes games, he's only gonna be making around like $8 million, $9 million this year. Which I mean, it really ain't nothing because you got endorsement deals and everything. So you can be like, I don't care, but it's time to put on the fat suit. I'm ready to see Fat James
That's
Harden.
the end of that clip. And remember, if you want to see this in better vision, make sure you go to Tales from the Crib to see in full 1080p. Because if you're on TFTC clips, you only get 720p.
Exactly.
But what do we got here? Speaking of sports, we got the untold truth of Johnny Football
On Netflix.
On Netflix. And a lot of people were talking about the amount of time Johnny Manziel spent watching game film on his team issued iPad when he was with the Cleveland Browns, and it said 0 hours. And
Let's
they're
watch
like,
the video.
0, and he was like, 0.
Let's see the video. It can't be that bad.
Their GM's calling me going, he doesn't watch tape. I'm like, well, he's got to watch some tape. It's like, EB, his iPad hours is 0.00.
0.
0. He
0.
He truly didn't care. But if you do want to care about greatness, you could catch me in high school beating Manziel on Netflix because they actually had a couple clips of my team on there. But, they only wanted to show Johnny's plays where he did good. They didn't want to show us setting the state record for Texas, beating him like 69 to like 50 something, like 52.
True. What college did he go into? What college did he go to?
A&M.
Okay,
It
so
was Johnny Football in A&M.
So if you didn't know the whole story about Johnny Manziel, he played in some little.
He went from Kerrville Tivy
Uh-huh.
in high school to A&M to the Cleveland Browns.
The A&M where he balled out. He played crazy, but I really don't think even at A&M he was reading anything. He was just going out, running the ball, basically playing backyard football. And then I guess in this whole documentary, he's talking about how he lost his love for the game, and he just partied himself out, and to the point where he just wanted to spend all his money up and just say F it.
Yeah, it seems like he didn't really care anymore. He was all about the party life, and seems like football never, like, it became unfun for him.
It was
And
a job. It became a job, really.
rather than quit, he literally just played until he kind of self-sabotaged enough where he got kicked out the league.
That's true. I mean, so
He's like, I got my millions. His family was rich already anyways. He came from a
were
rich
they
family.
really rich? Or was it a fake? Because they did say in the movie that, you know, they did make up some lies saying he came from like oil money. His family was rich.
I mean,
was,
I
like,
think they
modestly
were
decent.
decently rich. I don't think they're like, you know, like oil tycoons or anything. But then, since he did end up working himself up in the combine, he was a first-round draft pick. So his first deal was for, you know, like multi-million dollars.
True.
So he just didn't really care anymore. He was just balling out. And then you saw in the documentary, shout out our boy Seth, we checked it out with him, that he was doing all kinds of signings at A&M. He was making like, you know, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 every time he signed a room full of footballs.
And this goes to show you, no matter what you can be I tell everybody this all the time. You can be a star in high school. You can be a star in high school, a star in college, but once it's time to go to them pros, you turn out to be Tim Tebow. And this is crazy. Like, this is up there. I don't know who's big. He's a bigger bust than Tim Tebow only because Tim Tebow beat the Steelers.
Oh my God. And then his career ended right after that.
That's all he had to do. He went on a high note. He won 2 Heismans, and he beat the Steelers.
Johnny Manziel won the Heisman.
Johnny Manziel won a Heisman. I mean, he got drafted in the first round. What he wanted to do. I mean, you really can't do more than that. He got in pictures with Drake. He was celebrities.
Isn't he playing in the XFL now?
He was playing. He probably still is playing in the XFL.
Who knows if he took that seriously?
He probably didn't.
He's probably still just signing A&M gear. Because, like, as far as I remember, he was like went to the championship game and lost his like freshman year, and his next couple seasons they didn't go that far. Like his next season, I think they did mediocre, and then their last season
in Kerrville
they did at A&M.
Oh yeah,
the last season that he was at A&M, that they actually had like a mediocre record and didn't even get like a, get to compete for a national championship.
Texas A&M, they ain't going. I mean, it is. He was just
They
all
ain't no
hype.
UT.
He was all hype. If you didn't know, you know, he was known for his scrambling. He was basically like a Lamar Jackson. He was scrambling, throwing piss poor balls, interceptions, stuff like that. But I really believe if he would have been picked by a better team than the Browns, he probably would have had a better
It was probably
career.
when he lost to my team in high school. He was just like,
I can't do it no more.
I can't do it no more. They put 70 points on us.
That's funny as hell.
That's some real scoring right there. We're the Phoenix Suns of football.
Hey, but if you want to watch this movie, it's on Netflix. They got a lot of more sports documentaries coming
If you want
out.
to see me on the TV screens, not just on YouTube's, check me out, starring in Johnny Manziel's An Untold Johnny Football Story.
Hey,
featuring Chico Grande.
Horrible. Hey, but looks like here we reaching the end of the show. It is my New Music Mondays. I like this picture with the Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, it's matching my shirt. I got the GT shirt on, so I knew I had to throw up a GT Goku.
I didn't like GT. It's like the first episode.
GT was
when they're searching for the Dragon Balls.
Yeah. GT. I honestly like the first season or like the first like 30 episodes was mediocre, but then after that it got way better, and I really liked the Super Android 17 saga GT and the what's his name? What's the little blue guy?
The little blue guy?
Yeah. I forget, man. I'm having a brain fart. I had too many Twisted Teas and other party festivities. Baby. Yes, Baby from GT. The Baby saga from GT.
When he took over Vegeta?
Yeah. When he took over
And then the last dragon, the show, whatever his name is, the dragon, Super 17, all that stuff. I mean, it went crazy.
I would say the Baby saga and the Super 17 were the best. The Black Star Dragon Ball saga at the end and the first one at the beginning, those were kind of lame. But you can't get, Super Saiyan 4 is one of the best forms ever, and you can't deny that. But let's check out the new music. We got TFTC Music Mix number 4. You can see we added Lil Varney, and he had his own message to his public out there. And we added a handful of new music videos. So go check that out on TFTC Music Mix number 4. I'm not taking thumbnails right now. That's not what it is right now. But check out all the music that dropped.
Man,
We
I got this, man. Check out the music
A
that
Love Letter to You, Trippie Redd.
I got this, man. Trippie
Tom
Redd
Cornholio.
dropped another album. I didn't even know it until today that Trippie Redd really dropped that album. I thought it was like one of them fake things because they've been talking about the Drake album, All Dogs. Still ain't come out. Still waiting for it.
G Perkio.
But that Ride 49 Deluxe is 27 tracks now. Before it was 17. G Puerto Rico, that's the dog from California. He did still a tape with DJ Drama. That tape really didn't do that good to me. I feel like it could have been better. But hopefully this one, 7 figures later, does a lot better. But he is blowing up. He is getting more money. 600 Breezy surprised me with this album. It's actually my co-host pick. My dog Set. He be with a Moneybag Yo, YTB Fat. He dropped that album. I mean, it's like a 4 or 5. I rank it like a 4 or 5. But it's time to go to my music pick, man. I picked my dog YTB Fat. Who is Fat?
And
The
if you
Foxes
don't know
is out.
YTB Fat, my co-host is your #1 fan. He's like, every day is Fat Day.
You said that about
It's
Baby
like
Drill.
fat. It's like if you play your playlist, it's this alternates between YTB Fat and Baby Drill, just back and forth like a ping pong game.
I mean, it's people I'm listening to, man. This is, if you didn't know, man.
Oh, he's friends with Rob 49.
You with the Loaf Boys. He with Moneybag Yo. This tape here, he got a song with Big Homie G from basically from his team also. That song fire. Out of 15 tracks, I want to say 12 of these tracks I added to my playlist. Yeah, I gotta play him.
Hey, what's
He
a
be going
fox
hard.
to an alpha?
Alpha Fox?
I think an alpha wolf will kill a fox. Shout out XG.
Oh, whatever, man. Get out of here. But that's my pick. I need to go listen to my dog YTB Fat. His tracks is going hard.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song, Pimp. What's Pimp? Is it Pimp there? I like that. I like Talk Ish. I like Bodies with Bankroll. I like Vanish. I like Pimp Problems. Yeah, we having Pimp Problems. Yeah, I like that song.
PM problems.
I like I like a lot. I mean, all of it. My favorite one is Pimp Problems right now.
So go check out YTB Fat.
And he got that song Gumbo with Moneybag Yo. That song fire.
Streaming everywhere.
Facts. But that's my pick. Moving on to my co-host pick.
We got 600 Breezy
He's
still
stealing.
serving.
He's stealing.
And 600 Breezy, if you need me to do your cover art, I could have made you something.
Hey, you think
better than this.
600 Breezy is still selling pounds?
I'm not commenting on what 600 Breezy is doing. 600 Breezy, if you want to judo kick my co-host in the face, I definitely approve after that question.
I was asking a question because, I mean,
But
still
600 Breezy
serving?
is still
What are you
serving.
serving?
He's still swerving. He's serving the streets with his cars.
Man.
He's serving the looks. But I was going to have a track list, but I
Uh-huh.
couldn't find it on Instagram, so I'll pull it up on my phone because I got it. It's only an 8-song album, EP technically, but I do love the song Him Duncan, Meet the Blicks, Shoes Off, Trapper Scam. It's an epic song. Him Duncan started off epic, and there's a bunch of other good songs. Make sure you support Team 600 and 600 Breezy still serving, available on Apple Music and all other streaming platforms.
Hey, man, I'm still mad. He stole G Herbo style, but we're going to let it
They're
slide for right now.
friends. But what you need to do is like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. If you watch this far, you might as well like the video because you already liked the video. If you watch this far, you need to comment. Let us know your thoughts. We talked about a million things, and if you ain't commented now, then shame on you. And if you watch this video this far and you're not subscribed, double, triple shame on you. And make sure you follow us on Twitter and now X. Do we need to get rid of the bird and throw an X up there?
Oh, that X-Men, throw them triple
Or
X's.
should we have the bird as a
Throw up
throwback?
the 3 X's.
RIP the Twitter bird. But we check me out at Papa Obach, at Felix Supreme 305. Make sure you're checking us out everywhere. Check out all of our channels in the description. We got this podcast, we got a clips channel, a gaming channel, and get our reaction channel to 6K subs. Our reaction channel is right there. Crib reactions. There's a QR code for our TikTok, Tales from the Crib on TikTok, and there's our QR code for Instagram, Tales from the Crib 2.0. So scan both of those, pause the video so you can make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. But it's time to jump to my co-host's favorite part. We're gonna strike a pose.
Yeah, play the music in the background.
For the thumbnail. Do you want the we music or do you want the intro music?
Intro music.
All right, hold on 1 second. 1 second before I bring this up. Bring it back.
Hey man, but thank y'all for watching, man. Like my co-host said, if you tuned in this far, you might as well hit the like button. You might as well hit the comment button. You might as well hit the subscribe button, man. Thank y'all for watching our podcast, Tales from the Crib, episode 118. We gave you the juice. We gave you the tea. We let you know what's going on, man. Obama, you let me down. You getting ready for the poses today. Hey. Hey man, but like I said before, man, this Tales from the Crib. This your boy Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305, and I got my co-host with me.
It's your boy Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Thanks for checking us out. We'll definitely see you on the next podcast. Thanks for tuning in with Tales from the Crib. Thanks for Twisted Tea for always keeping us hydrated during the show. And shout out my co-host, because why is my mic sticky? I don't know. My co-host makes everything sticky if you leave it around him long enough. So make sure you have your wet wipes. But thanks for tuning in to what Chico Grande, Felix Supreme 305. We will see you in the next podcast.
Give me them lemon pepper wings. I need them now. I'm hungry.
I heard you get all up in that lemon pepper. Thanks for tuning in. Tales from the Crib. Every Tuesday. If you didn't notice, I updated the watermark to show every Tuesday instead of every Monday. We record every Monday, but if you didn't know, now you know. Podcast comes out every Tuesday. Shout out our boy Seth, real good _Doty. We are coming back with the football videos. The NFL season is starting in the next couple weeks. We're already on preseason. We might have one video before the season starts, and then we'll start as soon as week 1 starts with our predictions and everything going on. But thanks for checking us out. We'll see you next week.